Hello guys, and welcome to Blublock. Today I will be talking about the history of Mario Kart, and by that I mean how each game really has transformed the series over time. With this new Mario Kart quickly approaching in, I think, 4 days now. Yes, 4 days at the time of this recording. We are about to reach a extremely new change for the series. With the open world aspects and everything, it seems so exciting, and I just want to take the time to look back at how everything came to be and how Mario Kart has shaped up to be how it is now. Starting all the way back to Mario Kart. Wait. I always have trouble saying this title because it's not Mario Kart. It's Super Mario Kart. They actually added a word before the name, which is not a usual thing, but then again, this was the first Mario Kart. So, Super Mario Kart was released in 1992, and this game was extremely difficult for me. I have not been able to complete a single cup in that game because I can't stand playing it. It's not a bad game, it's really good, it's just that I'm never going to be able to... I don't like the play style at all. It's extremely slippery. I constantly feel like it's a struggle to stay in first place. And honestly, there's very few times I've been in first place. And yes, it's just user error, so please don't be mad at me. But yes, Super Mario Kart is a good game. It's got pretty good tracks that have been ported to the newer games, and it was the start of our current item set. We've got the bananas, so on. We've also got the characters. We only have 8 at first. We have like Donkey Kong Jr. though, Bowser, Princess Peach, Koopa. And the reason why this game was so crazy was because, like, I mean, it's the first ever Mario Kart game. It's the first ever time they've seen Mario characters in a kart racing game, and you could also play as characters you weren't normally able to play as, which was really interesting and unique at the time. Everyone loved it. It was a great idea, and they continued on building from there with the newer games. It has the smallest number of tracks, though. It's got, like, I think 20. What I like about this game is that it's I like the art style. It's very similar to Super Mario World. I think that's what they were trying to go for. But I think that's about it, because the gameplay and everything it really turns everything down for me. But, I mean, I don't dislike the game. It's a good game. It's just, user error, again. Moving onwards, though, we have Mario Kart 64, which is the second game in the series, and that was released in 1996. The gameplay was different in this one because it was actually more 3D than Super Mario Kart because they changed technology over time and stuff like that. So, I mean, I actually was able to play this one and stand for quite a bit, but again, the gameplay is definitely different from how it is now, with the drifting and all that. It also felt similar in the slipperiness, but it was more manageable than before. The characters and items in this game are largely the same, but a little bit different, because in this one they added Wario and Donkey Kong, and I think the items are mostly the same. I don't remember which ones they included after this, but definitely they didn't have the bullet bill yet. I love the bullet bill, but they did not have that. And I don't think they had the spiny shell either. What made the game different from Super Mario Kart was that, I mean, they changed new characters. They took out Koopa, added in Wario, changed Donkey Kong Jr. to actual Donkey Kong, which I think was a smart choice because Wario was becoming a thing at the time. He wasn't in the series until Super Mario Land, which was made after Super Mario Kart. Obviously, it was on the Game Boy. I think just the Game Boy, yeah. So he was added to this one, and it's got some pretty nice stages as well, so it was ported to the other consoles, so I mean, it's a pretty good game. Everyone liked it. It was a sequel to Super Mario Kart, and it did a pretty good job of itself. Next up on the list, we have Mario Kart Super Circuit, which is the third game in the series. It was released in 2001 on the Game Boy Advance. The gameplay kinda was like Super Mario Kart again. They kinda went back to the original gameplay style because it was on like a smaller console. Game Boy Advance wasn't as strong, of course, to do 3D graphics, so I mean they had to do the pixel stuff. And it was definitely slippery that time around. I remember trying to play Mario Super Circuit before, but it just didn't work for me. I think I actually recorded it. I think I have a video of it that you guys have watched, and I struggled. The game has a lot more unlockables than any other Mario Kart game. It's got, you can unlock different colored Yoshis. Apparently, I never knew that until like today. You can unlock different colored Yoshis by completing, like, getting coins and stuff like that or something. And you can also unlock an extra cup on top of the base ones that includes all of the courses from Super Mario Kart. So Mario Kart Super Circuit really feels like a sequel to Super Mario Kart to me. And that's how I view that game. But I like the art style in this game a lot as well. And it also added the spiny shell to the series. The spiny shell, and I think that was it because the bullet bill still is not present. But as usual, stuff like the lightning bolt, the red shells, all that type of stuff is in there still. And then the characters and the items, of course, like I said, they only added really the spiny shell. Unless they did that in Mario Kart 64, but as far as I remember, they don't have that. Anyways, moving even higher to Mario Kart Double Dash, which was on the GameCube, released in 2003. The gameplay of this actually really changed the direction for the series because Double Dash was entirely different, and this is actually one of the most interesting titles to me. Honestly, I wish I was around for Mario Kart Double Dash. I wasn't. And they're adding the GameCube library to the Nintendo Switch too, so maybe I'll be able to play it on there eventually if they add this game. But Double Dash is crazy. The gameplay was very different because they once again went back to 3D. This is like Mario Kart 64's sequel, basically. But the gameplay, it looks more enjoyable to me. It looks more similar to the modern games. Still crazy though. Like it's not as slippery, I don't think. But it is wild because you can have two characters in the same kart, which is a completely different change for the series that they actually never went back to. But I like the game a lot personally because it was just a real unique concept. They added new items to the game, character-specific items though. So like, for example, Donkey Kong and Mario and Luigi, for example, they had like this fireball attack that they can use together with the special items. And then, like, Wario and Waluigi had, like, this bomb they had. So basically, characters had character-specific items, and the bomb actually made a return. Which is crazy. I just realized that the bomb they had made a return. All the other items I don't think did. And it also had a gigantic character roster for Double Dash. That's another thing they improved, and it stayed in other series. They had Wario, Waluigi, they had Diddy Kong. I mean, Wario was already in there, but they had Waluigi, they had Diddy Kong, they had Daisy, and they had, who else? The Bowser Jr., and a bunch of others that were just crazy to the series, like King Boo, that Piranha Plant thing, and some others as well that were just completely new to the series that they kept as well for the most part. So this game was really interesting, and some of the stages from this also got ported to other games in the future series. But Double Dash, I really wish I was around for that and played that because, oh my gosh, it looks like tons of fun. Anyways, moving upwards once again to Mario Kart DS, the 5th game in this series that released in 2005. This game is actually incredible for me. This is my opinion. I should probably take a moment to step out of my shoes so I don't say like a lot of nonsense because, I mean, from my perspective, I grew up on this game. This is the Mario Kart game I've played the most, I feel like, out of every single one. So, let me just look at it from a normal person's perspective. The gameplay is pretty nice. I mean, it's a handheld console, so you're able to play Mario Kart DS on the go wherever. It was the first handheld console to have 3D graphics. All these other ones like Mario Kart 64 and Double Dash were 3D, but they were on consoles. Super Mario Kart was also on a console, it's the only exception, but like Super Circuit, that was on the Game Boy and it had pixel art graphics. This, on the other hand, though, is handheld, but it has 3D, and that's what really made the game interesting to me. That it was 3D full-blown, and like it had a pretty good character roster that kept on in the series. It had the Shy Guys. They added the Bullet Bill, though. That was the only new item, I think. The Bullet Bill that stayed in the series. I did not know that the Bullet Bill was, it came in Mario Kart DS until a few days ago. But also, the game added pretty sweet new modes. It had Mission Mode, which future titles got inspiration from. It has mission mode, it has Wi-Fi play, and it also has the ability to create your own emblem. You know that little thing in the front or side of your character's car? For example, like Yoshi has like the egg emblem and stuff like that. You can draw your own emblem to have on the front of your car. And that was just incredible for me, because that means I can really customize my car without having to like customize it deeply, as in like change the parts and stuff like that. But I think it was enough for me back then. I loved drawing different emblems and stuff like that, and putting them on, and yeah, I loved that feature so much. You could utilize the touchscreen to draw your own emblem with all the tools that they had and stuff like that. That was pretty sweet. And the amount of unlockables in this game is pretty wild. This has Mirror Mode, which is a mode that was introduced to the series and reused a lot ever since. Which is basically the tracks flip and you have to drive through them the flipped way. Which is kind of, it's an okay concept. I never really took a huge liking to it because it would always disorientate me. It was never really fun. It just was super difficult to learn the courses, but I think that was the point. But yeah, it's my favorite Mario Kart game of all time, and I have a lot of reasons why. But I think we should probably move on from this game and go to Mario Kart Wii, which is the 6th game in the series, released in 2008. This was the first Mario Kart where you can actually use like gyro controls, because like the Wii U had like this, or the Wii had like this wheel that came with it that allows you to like steer and stuff like that, which I thought was pretty cool. And it also added stuff like bikes to the series, which is amazing, because I love using bikes like 99% of the time. And then they also added just a lot more characters. Well, I think they added like 3, because there's the baby princesses, and then there's Rosalina, and then Funky Kong. So like I think 4. And then they also, it's a major turning point for the series, because they changed it from being 8 players in the game to 12. So every Mario Kart game prior to that only had 8 racers at a time. But ever since Mario Kart Wii, it's been 12, which is incredible. The game was interesting, because I mean, the gameplay was crazy. Like, I mean crazy. The game was full of glitches that could just send you half across the stage and like shortcut and like go out of bounds. Most of the glitches I see use like this type of bike with a certain type of character. But like, I love glitches and stuff like that. So to be honest, if I was around for this game, I would love to play it. And even though it's a little bit mixed, it would be fun for me. Moving on from that, we have Mario Kart 7, which I'm even more mixed about, actually. It's the 7th game in the series. I mean, it's in the title. That was released in 2011. And this was on the 3DS. I like to think of this as a sequel to Mario Kart DS. But it just wasn't worth it, I feel like. I feel like the game was very basic. I mean, here's why. I mean, the gameplay improved from Mario Kart DS, and like, I don't know about if it improved from Wii or not, because again, I never played that game, but from the gameplay, it looks pretty sweet. But I mean, the gameplay was fine. I mean, it was smooth and everything. I like the controls, but like, it's weak, because if you look at what they added, it's not really much. They have an extremely weak addition of characters and items in this game. And the reason why I say that is because they added random characters. The bee from from Mario Galaxy. I don't know where that came from, but we got that. And we also had the Wiggler as well. The bee still hasn't returned, so that was a major mistake. But, and the items, they were really lacking on the item supply, which Mario Kart DS was as well. But, I mean, seeing as this is another, it's a future title in a better console, they could have done more. They only added, I think, the feather. I think that was the only one they added. I mean, in Mario Kart Wii, they also added some items, I forgot to say. They added, like, the Mega Mushroom, and then, like, a Thundercloud and a Pow Block. The only one that's ever gotten a return is the Mega Mushroom, which I will talk about later. But yeah, Mario Kart 7 was really lacking in the item supply. It never really... I don't like it very much. The courses were okay. I mean, it adds new features to the series, like underwater diving, gliding, and first-person mode, which I will talk about in a second. With the diving, you can go underwater and drive, which was a first for the series and pretty cool. For the gliding, you can literally launch off of a launch pad and fly into the sky temporarily. Well, glide more like. Which games like Mario Kart 8 and Deluxe use as well. But first-person mode, I mean, for most people, that was like migraine mode. But for me, I actually liked it a lot. It was fun. Sure, it would disorientate my view and make me get motion sickness, but it was also incredible being in the front of the car with the wheel. Like, first-person mode was so interesting to me at the time. A first-person Mario Kart, I never thought of that until it came in the game. So, yeah, moving on even higher, we have nope, not present day yet, actually, I'm missing one. We have Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 was released on the Wii U in 2014, and that one perfected Mario Kart. They didn't really add in any new items except for the Crazy 8 or whatever it's called, or I think it's called the Crazy 8. And then like the Piranha Plant and the Horn item, which I don't think that was in the original. I don't know what they did with Deluxe, because I mean, I played Deluxe first, but I don't really remember what was in the original Mario Kart 8. I've played it, but not enough. But Mario Kart 8, yes, it was great. It has amazing gameplay. It basically mixes everything in the prior games all into one, except for all the items, because they only have like the banana, the shells, the mushrooms. They also have the boomerang. They added a lot of items, so that's pretty nice. And they also added a lot of new modes as well, like Renegade Roundup, Shine Thief, Coin Runners. I mean, those aren't new, but they just took them from older series. Like I said, this is like a huge mashup of Mario Kart. And then Deluxe only made it better by just adding in the DLC characters. It has the highest character roster out of every single game, and Deluxe has the highest amount of stages in any Mario Kart game yet. With the booster pack, anyways. Mario Kart 8 and Deluxe were, I think, the best. But not my favorite, because of course it's DS. I'm a bit biased, but if I didn't grow up with the DS, Mario Kart 8 and Deluxe would be my favorite. Anyways, moving even higher, we have the game that's about to come out in 2025, June 5th, Mario Kart World. This is the biggest turning point for the series we've ever seen to date. This adds open world free roam, knockout tour, a bunch of items, and a bunch of characters. This game, I mean, they couldn't do any more. Nintendo themselves stated that they've already perfected the Mario Kart formula with 8 and Deluxe. So, I mean, the only thing they could do is go a completely different direction. I like to think of this game as kind of a reboot. Because, like, they changed a lot of features and they took away a whole lot, like you can't dive anymore underwater or glide. And there's no anti-gravity either that Mario Kart 8 and Deluxe added. Forgot to add that. But they have their own little special features and just, like, unique charms to themselves. Like, the rail grinding, they also have the little charge jumping stuff as well. And so much more that we just don't know about, I feel like, because they have like these little sticker things and like these peach medallions you can find and like these costumes and dash food you can go eat at restaurants and whatnot. This game is going to be large, and I am going to have so much fun playing it. But yeah, Mario Kart has changed drastically over time, adding new items, new features, leading all the way up to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Then they all dropped it for World, changing it completely. And think about the future of Mario Kart. Because what's after World? I mean, I know that's a ridiculous question. Wait, don't be mad at me for that. We can't ask questions on what the next one's going to be like if the next one hasn't came yet. I know. But it's a fun thing to think about, because if you really think about how Mario Kart World has transformed, the next game is probably going to build on that and add more things. I'm thinking maybe a story mode, because we haven't got that in this one. Maybe a story mode open world thing, where you can fight boss fights and whatnot, and like get points and stuff, increase your stats. I don't know. But Mario Kart's going absolutely crazy, and it's only been like a certain amount of years. Let me see if I can count the years real quick. Let's see, It's only been like 28 years or so, or like 30 something. I think it's like the same. It's like 30 something years that we've came to get from Super Mario Kart to Mario Kart World, and I am so excited for the whole series. Mario Kart is one of my favorite game series, and I'm pretty sure you guys like it a lot too. So, if you guys want to subscribe for more content, please do so, and watch out for more videos coming in the week. I'm definitely doing a live stream for Mario Kart World pretty soon, so if you guys want to check that out, you can. June 5th, and Blublock out.